Greetings. I want to speak to you today concerning how belief cannot destroy doubt. And when I speak about belief, I'm speaking about religious and superstitious belief. Things that you base your life upon and you have never had any experience. So deep in the subconscious mind, there will be doubt because once you uh, believe what you were taught and you do not decide to question it or to do further inquiry, you become trapped and stagnated. And that is what has been happening to people who are part of some religious organization, would have joined some form of denomination. And if you're a melanated person and you do your research, you would realize most of these, if not all of these religious denominations, they were started by some white man or some white woman who had their agenda or their program to keep you in mental slavery, because the word slavery there is mental slavery. And so every one of us in this world have to battle doubt. Okay? Because when it comes to true believing, it must be based on you trusting your intuition, you trusting your higher self, your inner self, your imaginative and creative self, your God self, the self of you where all things are possible. So when you have belief that is pointing to look outside of self, you have belief that have you believing that there's an outside enemy, you will be trapped from knowing who you are. You'll never discover who you are, neither would you discover your inner power that you can use to achieve your every desire. So my brother and my sister, when I speak about belief cannot destroy doubt, I am speaking about your religious Christian beliefs that are keeping you stagnated, that are keeping you limited. That is why they don't want you to know that you are God in flesh. They don't want you to know about the law of cause and effect. They don't want you to know that all your outcomes in life are just a reflection of your psyche, what is happening within you. So, keeping people on this planet mentally retarded is a big business. That is why religious beliefs keep you under the energy of fear. So you go around living your life in doubt and fear and guilt and shame and condemnation. And you always would be against anyone who question your religion. But when you're born in this world, you didn't born with any religion. Okay? You're born here not knowing who you are. So true salvation is basically self-realization, because you're searching for yourself. But they don't want you to know that you're actually searching for yourself. So they give you someone else to search for and to hold, to be your Lord and your Savior and your Master and Redeemer. And for those who grew up in the islands, the Caribbean islands and Africa, and most black people, they give them someone to be their savior that doesn't look like them. They believe in someone outside of themselves. Okay, and so they are actually worshiping the white man under the disguise of believing in Jesus. And so they paint this Jesus to be a white man that doesn't look like you. So my brother, my sisters, a lot of people don't want to talk about these things because they try to stigmatize you when they speak about these things, but you have to speak from a heart of love and concern, for people, because, I always say that it can be a coincidence that most of the light-skinned people who own all of the biggest businesses in my country, okay, and the most of the light-skinned people, they live in a certain area in this country, and if you really know your history, you know, when Europeans rape black women and so on and they make children, they never take them back to Europe, they leave them there and they pass on certain secret from lip to ears to them. And that is why I'm saying to you, my brother, my sisters, it is better that you you have an inquiring mind. It is better that you question your religious beliefs that was handed down to you, because they make sure through colonialism they put it in the school system. So I'm saying to you, if you have roots in the Caribbean or Africa, if you're a black person or whatever, okay, certain things is passed down. You have to break those generational curses of your life. You have to be open-minded. You have to be willing to learn. And to do so, you have to be willing to unlearn and relearn. And you have to be willing to reprogram your subconscious mind, because, you know, things do pass down from parents to children, even down to third and fourth generation. So I'm doing this video to tell you, you know, it's better you have a questioning mind more than to have a mind that just set on certain belief. You're supposed to be learning and growing and expanding every day of your life, because the self-doubt and the self-hate that you would develop by holding to certain beliefs, certain religious beliefs, you would not realize it. You would never really recognize it. And when someone will come and try to point it out to you, you might hate them for that. Okay, and I'm speaking from experience, okay, because I've been in this game for a long time, you know, and so I experience both sides. I know what it is to be in church and to have Christian belief and to be a Christian, and I know what it is to look at the church from the outside also, to leave, okay, because you have a Christian in mind. And there's no one has ever convict me was to join or anything like that. Is that since I was a little boy with tears in my eyes, I smoked my chest and I asked myself, who am I? And who is God? And so I set out on a journey to discover who am I and who's God. So I went to church for 25 years, questioning and so on. Okay, and seeking. So I was a seeker. That's why I have, you know, Free Thinkers and Seekers University, which I would really want to do much more teachings and put a lot of work there to really help people. Okay, so become more of a seeker than a believer. Be more of a free thinker than a stagnated thinker. Okay, you know, because once you become look, let me show you this. Simple. The divine of reproduction proves that every seed and every species always and will reproduce after its own kind. So whatever life is in the seed, that's the fruit it will produce. Now, a Baptist could never become an Adventist while he's still a Baptist. Okay, one will become a Baptist because he received that seed. One will become an Adventist because he received that Adventist seed. Your mind is a womb. One will become a Catholic because they sow that seed in you. So they've been forcing themselves on you since you were a child. It's a form of rape. So they've been doing that, okay, in a very subtle way. So whatever religious seed been planted in your womb, that's the fruit it will bring forth. And it would get rid of all critical thinking. You know, when you have a religious mind, there's no space for real critical thinking and analyzing. You're actually mentally retarded, okay? That's why, as I always say to people, I would say to Christians, my fundamental teaching is that the Bible is mental, it is psychological, it's a book of mind science. And they would use their mind to disagree with me and not even realize it. They don't even realize that a word is a thought expressed. They don't realize that every action is the expression of a thought. They don't even realize that no book could be written and it wasn't first a thought or first an idea, first imagining someone's mind. So my brother, my sister, I'm really doing this video to help someone, and wherever you are, because I'm speaking from my heart, because I'm speaking, you know, what is true, I know it's going to reach you, okay? You see, when it comes to social media and on YouTube, the goal must be to reach people who's longing for something that would help them to become the best version of themselves, and you reaching them. So every person I would reach and really touch their life and really bring a change, it means a lot to me, because I know how I've changed when I learned to question and when I learned to doubt certain things that doesn't make sense to me. And if it cannot be proven even scientifically, you should definitely question it, because scientifically there's no woman that ever come out of a man. I've never seen any woman come out of a man. Okay, every man I see on this planet, they came out of a woman. And if God is omnipotent and omniscient and omnipresent, and you have to take the first woman out of a man. Why you ain't continue doing that? Why now every man now have to come out of a woman? It doesn't make sense. So you have to question a lot of things. Don't just settle for beliefs, okay? Because those beliefs will never be able to destroy your doubts. And you have doubts. Everyone have doubts, okay? And that is why you have to work on those doubts, okay? So that life would have meaning for you. Man search it for meaning. Okay, life's supposed to have meaning, and not until you learn to question things, not until you learn not to just hold on certain beliefs, okay, that you will become the best version of yourself. You have to be open-minded. That's basically what I'm saying. You have to be more open-minded, and unfortunately most melanated people, you know, who've been raised, you know, in secular Christian, they're not open-minded. For example, you watch a lot of those dating shows, okay, like pop the balloon and all those things. People all start coming and talking about, are you a man of God, or how think you go to church and all of these things. They're looking for weak men. Okay, a lot of these women looking for weak men who goes to church. Most men who goes to church are very weak men. They're weak. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to say that. Okay, they're mentally weak, because they mean they're not questioning certain things. You know, they're just following the crowd. They have conformed. What women need is true leaders. Okay, that is why some of these same women who say they're looking for a God-fearing man and a man who in church, when they find one and they show, they end up now and they still poppy balloon. They find some excuse, like last one I saw, the girl say his voice is too soft. He's a radical man she really want, but she afraid to say it. You see, people no longer genuine. Okay, and remember all of these Christian influencers, you know, they remember they want to get the bag, so they say anything to get the bag. But my brother, my sister, there are few people on the internet who are real. Okay, and I know that I'm one of them, because I know if I didn't experience the birth from the skull, the virgin birth, and if I didn't experience the true resurrection, I know this body is the tomb, I wouldn't be here teaching anything on YouTube. I would have still be blind. I would have still be blind. But because I was chosen and called, you know what I mean? And I was given the rainbow as a halo around my head when I was 17. And then when I was 30, a black man with Ethiopian features walked out from a ball of fire that doesn't consume and speak to me. And when I was 45, then I had the ultimate experience, okay? You know, and it all goes back to all of the elements and everything and all that. I understand everything in the world and how the world is going, man. You got to claim your mind. Don't give no one your mind, okay? So don't be trapped in belief. No. That's what I'm trying to tell you all the time. No. Knowing is greater than belief. Okay? And if you really want to know, you have to question things. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because every one of us have some form of doubts in us. Don't be afraid to dwell on those doubts, because you want to make things more plain in your life. Okay? So with that being said, my brother and sisters, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me, and what I'm saying, if it really makes sense, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I want to encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you haven't read my books as yet, I will definitely encourage you to check them out. The links are all down below, and they are all available on Amazon. Also, if you like to become a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome. And for those who are donating $20 or more, I have a course that is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciousness. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. Also, if you like to do a one-on-one with me, you're most welcome. I normally enjoy doing one-on-one with people. It means so much to me. You know, sometimes I speak to people and we have so much thing in common. It's like, you know, the same, you know, searching they had, the same journey and so on. You know, I really feel really good, you know, talking to people. You know what I mean? It means a lot to me. Okay? So if you want to do a one-on-one with me directly, you could just, you know, reach out to me by way of email, and we could set up a one-on-one. You can do a one-on-one with me on an app called Faithia. You know, that app have a lot of different, you know, teachers and leaders and so on. You know, you have a lot of religious leaders there too, okay? But it's your choice. Whether you want to speak to a religious leader, I want to speak to a spiritual leader, okay? The choice is yours. So my last encouragement to you is to make sure that you just check out all of the links that are down below, and let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, I just want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.